One.
Head ass.
1, 2, 3. Yo!
I'm just gonna put this under here, yeah, because I don't wanna.
Fam.
It's already recording.
Yo, Wagwan.
It's recording. That's quite funny. What's up, everybody? Welcome to CYL Podcast. In the studio, we have
Miracle.
It's your boy, Kizzy Keith, right in the business.
What the fuck was that? Anyways, we have
Yo.
your boy Keith. You know the guy that was with us in the first episode. He joined us again out of the blue.
Yeah, I was supposed to be recording music today. Then I had a lengthy conversation with some friends.
What?
I was on the phone for like 20 minutes. I think it's the longest phone call, like on the phone that I've ever had. Like, don't get me wrong, like getting calls on laptops and then being that ish for like 8 hours, 9 hours. I've got
Is that the longest phone call you've ever had?
no, 17 hours is.
What? Wait, hold up. What were you even talking about?
I was just on a call with my girlfriend for 17 hours straight.
Okay. Miracle, what about you? What's the lengthiest call you've ever had on the phone?
The lengthiest call was like 5 hours, and it was with my cousin back in Nigeria. We haven't spoken for a while, so we decided to like talk for 5 hours straight, no break, no water.
Jesus
I mean-
Christ,
I
that
mean-
was some deep combo, fam.
I mean,
I'm
like,
not even gonna lie.
It's like we didn't even blink for 5 hours. We just
No,
straight.
I know
5 hours.
exactly how he means. Literally, like, have you ever had one of them conversations where literally nothing else in the world matters?
I swear.
Oh man.
Like on that deep level.
Yeah, on a deep level.
Especially when it's not someone you talk to every day.
Yeah.
My lengthiest conversation, I'm not even gonna lie, was about 8 hours or something. It was during quarantine time, you know, when you had fuck all to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was more busy during quarantine than outside of it. But then again, that's just because I was a bad student.
Really?
Yeah, because I was in animation at the time. And then quarantine closed everything down. And I'm like, I didn't do my work experience. I'm not going to pass.
Oh
I don't want to
my
do
God.
animation. Well, I draw the same thing over and over again.
Fair
So,
enough.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
That's when
Right, lads. So today we'll be talking about family, grinding, and dating.
Yeah.
grinding as in working, not
As in making the P, pushing P, yeah.
pushing
Yeah,
P, making the
pushing
bandos.
Yeah, pushing P. Aye, any experience in making P?
Who you asking?
Yeah.
I'm asking you, innit? I'm looking
Me?
at you. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
you.
fair. you gotta say it though. So to start things off, I mean, there are a few different ways to make bandos, to make cash, guap, moolah, cha-ching, bling,
Zenny,
etc.
zeros,
Yeah, pesos.
yeah.
Anymore. Anyways, I mean, I've had in total 4 years worth of work experience. 3 of those years were in warehouses. I just kind of went by making my day to day. Not really good at saving. Well, actually, when I was working in the warehouse, I was consistently keeping €300 safe until I went to Manchester, and I've never recovered since.
Shit happened. Yeah.
Yeah, no, going to a different country is expensive. Aside from that, I've been like on my own like freelance kind of thing. I think I'm reaching my year anniversary now, or like I'm 10 months in at least of getting like AMV work and editing work and slowly getting paid for that and working with Daito Madachi on the sound effects work. I work with
Just explain to the audience what AMV is in
Okay.
case people don't know,
So-
you know.
So an AMV is known as an anime music video. Animated music video sometimes, but usually they specify. And that's basically taking a show, like let's say for example Dragon Ball. This is very big back in like 2010, 2011, to take clips from Dragon Ball and time the clips to like a Linkin Park song. Now it's different because people make songs specifically about shows and then ask me to make a video for it. And that's good because there's more artistic liberty. That's bad because now I gotta make videos about like what was one? It was like The Witcher.
Swear down.
Yeah, The Witcher or Berserk. I love Berserk now, but at the time wasn't a big fan. And like just stuff I haven't seen before. Soul Eater as well. That was a weird one.
Is it because you now make AMVs that you like Berserk? Or?
No, completely unrelated. My mate Dylan is probably the biggest Berserk fan in Ireland, I would argue to say. He literally has every single in-print manga along with the 3-in-1 collections of each and figures and posters and everything. He loves Berserk. He is obsessed with that show and he wanted me to watch the movies with him, the animated ones, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll just grab some Monster, I'll grab some vodka and we'll have a good time. And I had a great time. It's a depressing story, but I had a great time.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of Berserk, but it's a good anime altogether, yeah.
As an anime, it's not that great. It's a great manga, though.
No, yeah. No, I haven't really read the mangas, to be honest.
Because all the animes are in 3D.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't experienced the 3D version. Miracle, how do you push P? How do you go about pushing your P, man?
You know, basically, yeah. Man does this thing in it on the side. It's not me.
Explain, man. Context here.
Is well, I'm thinking of starting a small like editing grind. Because editing is my passion. I love being creative. I love being able to express myself in video, song, and other forms. I'm still thinking of the process right now, but once I have it down, it's gonna be started on Instagram first to get noticed and to get some business coming in, and then you'll be able to see my work on popular websites. That's the goal anyway.
Alright, calm. So basically, it's a work in progress thing.
Yeah.
I bet we take work in progress here. Ambitious thing.
I will say, if you're in it for the money, Twitter is the place to go. Everyone on Instagram will love to get work off of you, but they will not like to pay you.
Yeah.
They're a bit stingy over there. Same with TikTok. But Twitter.
Actually, explain why Twitter works better, because
I don't know. I honestly, I could not tell you. It's just the people. The people on Twitter are more willing to pay for other people's work and time and effort. Not always. But for the majority of cases, they are. Or at least they'll do like a work for work kind of thing. Like, I make a video for someone, they'll do a verse for my song. I don't really get features on my songs, though, so it's not really like... It's not really all that. Yeah, I just usually get paid. For the most part. There are some... I have a few like agreements with some people, like my mate Grayson. I don't get paid off him. But I've never once... I've gotten asked to do work for a bunch of people off Instagram. Only once was I offered to be paid.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even my full price, which is €20.
Okay.
But Twitter,
So Twitter be racking in them grabs.
right now I'm making €50 a week off editing.
Man.
Jeez.
And I can tell you none of them came from Instagram.
Okay, take notes, boys and girls. You know, Twitter is a place to go if you want to make P. You know
Man, big.
Trust me, I know other people who make a lot of money off of Twitter.
Off Twitter, yeah. We say no names.
How about you?
How about me?
Yeah.
Content creating, innit? Planning on fully getting back into TikTok because I know that TikTokers make bare P's, get promoted. You see, another thing I was gonna say is, like, when we're trying to get work, this is going to be deep. When we're trying to get work, I feel like we get a bit like what's the word? We get a bit discouraged. Because we feel like we're not good enough. So I've been trying to get a work, proper work, not work experience, not part-time. And every time I go into dashing my CV, I feel like, I get this feeling in my stomach, like this sickening feeling that they're just gonna look at me and be like, "Oh, can't take you, sorry, because wheelchair and we don't have space for you."
Yeah.
And anyways, about pushing P, I'm trying to push myself to push P by making content.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Challenge your limits, bro.
Challenge your limits.
Right
there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not real quick.
There are loads of different ways that you can make money through the internet, and it's not just content creation.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many. Everyone needs something. Not everyone needs something. There is somebody that will need something, and it can be anything.
A specific niche.
Yes, there is always at least one person looking for a specific niche and is willing to pay for it. So if you're making something that you genuinely love, I guarantee you there will be someone out there who will respect your work and want to either work with you or hire you.
Yeah. And
that's facts.
And also, try to start or find something you love doing, because you will even be willing to work overtime without pay. I know some of you like money, but again, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, the money will just be money. There won't be that satisfaction. It will just be money that you earn from doing random everyday things, not something you love. So try to find or start up something you love. It will make it easier to earn and easier to keep.
Facts. Straight facts.
No printer.
No printer. Jeez,
I will say there's a little bit of a printer in there.
Because you have to print the money out. Still.
Yeah, plus I want to add a little like leaflet. You know, those kind of leaflets that get sent to your door and like you kind of throw them away immediately because it's like a random menu or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to throw one of them in. I will say, if you are doing something that you love for a job, also do it for outside of a job.
Yeah.
Like, I love editing, but for a while I got sick of it. I hated getting up to deadlines and stuff just because it felt like it wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
So doing it for fun outside of what you're getting paid to do is a really good way to keep your motivation up and try and get better.
Yeah. It's like I did art. I love art. Like, I do art, and I was thinking maybe I should start selling my paintings, of which I will sometime in the future. I'm not sure when. I'm a very shy person, I'm sorry. But yeah, what Miracle said makes sense. Like, do what you love, because that's easy peeing it. But also, like, sometimes I feel like doing what you love all the time gets boring, so kind of explore your
Options.
Your options. I won't lie, I never thought I'll be here doing a podcast. To be honest.
Yeah.
I never thought, never crossed my mind that I'll be ever doing a podcast or like learning radio stuff until I came to MND in Ballyfermot. Random shit happens.
Shout out BCFE.
Shout out BCFE. Yes, sir. Speaking of BCFE, we're literally in the studio right now recording.
Yes, sir. That's what we be doing.
It's what we be doing. Anyways, I thought we'd talk about family and something like that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, right, specific questions like, what is the most annoying thing about your family? Like, just random.
All right, so both looking at me. Okay.
I mean, sorry, we don't mean to throw you under the bus like that, you know.
Really? After you already know what happened. Anyways.
No, like you can talk about something else.
No, I meant the bus thing.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
Well, actually, I don't care. It's really funny. But the most annoying thing about my family, it's just I see too much of them. Don't get me wrong. I am blessed to be living with my mom and my sister and my stepdad. I love my mom to bits. She is the only person who has been a constant in my life. Obviously, my younger sister wasn't born the entire time, and my older sister used to go live with her dad from time to time when things got like really rough, which I don't blame her. So it's just me and my mom in the really sticky situations. and she's been a constant, and I love her insanely. I've always valued family more than anything else in the world.
Facts.
Even on my dad's side, even though my dad isn't there, like the rest of his family is, all my aunties and uncles and cousins, and there's a lot of aunties, uncles, and cousins.
A lot.
They breed like rabbits. Like my nanny had like 6 kids, and each of those kids had like 6 or 7.
Oh Jesus!
And you know my dad.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know him,
No,
but you know of him. You know of the legend of him. Well, not in a good kind of legend.
The legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The many legacies.
God damn it, boy! Your dad was a busy fellow.
Yeah.
God damn.
But I would say there does be times where I see a bit too much of them, and I want my own space. But that's the only thing I can complain about, and it's a very nitpicky.
Nitpicky.
Yeah.
That's fine. Now, like for me, the most I wouldn't really say annoying is like it's just something I have to deal with every day. That is the most thing that I say that is annoying for me is the fact that I have to wake up every day and like basically do the same shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my mom. My mom, like yours, she's been there for me all the time. But I just wish that sometimes we could do something different and just like she works a lot. She works a lot. I just wish also my mom is quite stubborn. So mom, if you're listening, please take a break because I love you and I don't want you to stress yourself. You need to take a break. Because sometimes when I tell her take a break, she's like, but I have to work, you know. I'm like, but you don't have to work. You're working so much. So I kind of find that annoying, you know. But anyways, that's me.
My brain just went blank for a sec.
Like
but the most, don't get me wrong, I love my family to bits. Without my family, I wouldn't be where I am today. So mom and dad, my brother and my sister, I love you to bits. Keep on doing you. But the most annoying thing about my family is when I say I want to move out and live on my own. It's not because I want to get rid of you. It's just because I want to like experience life on my own before I start a family. It's not that I don't want any help. It's that I want to be able to fend for myself, to earn for myself, to take care of myself. And sometimes I feel they understand, but they don't fully understand where I'm coming from in that aspect, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I get that. It's like I was talking to Miracle about this on a deep thing. And about why he said about the moving out thing. And I was like, I told my momsy that I was thinking about moving out. And she literally cried. She was like, but you can't move out. What if? I was like, look, I'm a man. And as a man, I'm going to move out. It's set in time that there comes a time when in every person's life, man or woman, they're going to move out of the parents' house to become their own person.
Yeah.
And I was telling my mom that, you know, and we had a very deep heart-to-heart conversation. Because you know when you see your mom crying, it makes you cry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that happened to me. And then she was like, you know what? If you want to move out, I will support you. But promise me that if worse comes to worse, you wouldn't do yourself harm. I was like, hey, yo, what? I was just talking about moving out, like, you know.
I mean, I get where she's coming from.
Yeah, no, I get where she's coming from, but like, it just took me by shock. I was like, what?
Because like when you move out, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Like, not even just in the case of like you're like independent, but you're also on your own.
On your own.
Like,
yeah.
and if you're alone with your like, even if you live with roommates, unless like you knew them before you went in, I'm assuming based on other people's experiences that I've seen have roommates, you're not that close with them, at least for a long while. So when things get difficult, yikes, you know what I mean? And sure, you can go to your friends and stuff, but like being homesick is also a thing that's pretty common. So I can understand why your mom would be worried.
Yeah. Because it can get to you, like, literally, I remember a friend of mine went to the States and he was like, yo, look, I really do miss home. I was like, yo, bro, calm down. Like, I was trying to get him to, like, see that he's going to be home soon, but, like, I didn't really think he was going to miss home that bad, to be honest. So, homesickness, it's a big deal. You get a bit dark in your thoughts. So I understood where she was coming from.
Like, I want to move to the States, but I know it's gonna
speaking of that, where would you like to move to? This is like a totally random.
To be honest, yeah. When my friends ask me whether I want to move there, I always say I haven't traveled to enough places and experienced life there in order to move to a country with a whole different. The only place I've ever known and ever lived in is Ireland. So respect to all the Irish people. Keep doing you. Keep being kind. Keep shining. Very soon, this country will be like one of the top 3 countries in music, artistic expression, and
I'm just kind of interested to hear. Like,
man.
You said soon to be top 3. Like, are there any up and coming people that like you're specifically thinking about?
Explain a little bit more.
Yeah, man.
Like,
with the likes of
scratching my head here.
With the likes of Cello. You know Cello, right? He's doing his thing. He's coming up.
Yeah.
He's coming up fast, so I respect him. Me and him actually went to primary school together, so.
Swear down.
Yes, man. He been rapping from
time.
He been rapping from time. I knew he would take it to the max, you know. So with the likes of Cello, Larry Alabi, big ups to you, my G.
Ja 1 goes crazy.
Ja 1.
Ja 1 is a phenomenal lyricist and rapper coming up from the Irish scene. He's been doing it for a minute since like 2015, 2016. He's been consistent and he's been good.
I haven't heard of him still.
I'd suggest checking out his music. And also, I'm going to be a bit biased here, I'm not going to lie. My friend Clarkson, one of the greatest producers that I've heard in a very long time. And he is constantly working on his craft every single day, and I think he has a ton of potential. Do you think I was going to say me for a second? Yeah.
Because what?
Yo, that Zenadine guy go crazy. No, but on the real though, I think Clarkson, or Clarks as he's known as his producer tag, has the potential to work with people like Yeet or Playboy Cardi. I think he's on that level. I think he can genuinely do it. He's unique. He's got a sound, and it's like not just him, but all the people around him, all the people trying to build him up, and the people he's trying to build up, that entire community of producers, goes crazy.
Yo, Clarkson, if you're listening to this, you got a loving fan base here. I'm not going to lie. My boy is literally like glowing right now.
Bro, he did the Ace Attorney beat.
Yeah? Swear down.
He did the Ace Attorney. He did a few of my beats.
I've heard your beats from Clarkson. Nah, that shit do be fire though.
Him and 88 David, but he's not Irish, so different conversation for a different time.
I say soon to be because it might take a few years, but eventually we will get to a spot where the whole world will be chanting like our names, their names, and we create a legacy beginning from Ireland, you know.
Actually, question: do you listen to Irish drill?
Yes. I can't name specific people off the top of my head. There is a channel that I go to, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head either. You know what? It's like there's no top of my head right now. That's crazy. It's blown out of proportion. But I do enjoy the scene. I mean, Jan one does some drill. Clarkson produces a lot of drill. I've done a drill song. It's not great, right. But it was a UK style.
Right. We need to play this man some Irish drill after this podcast, no lie.
Yes, sir.
And I forget, what was the topic we were meant to talk
about? Moving. You said, where do you want to move? And
yeah, moving.
Yeah.
So, America, you said Ireland, right?
My bad. No, I didn't say Ireland, but I said Ireland is the only place I knew. But I plan to travel this year. So
where to?
To France or Spain, probably. But I've heard a lot of things about France. There are a lot of pickpockets over there, so I'm not.
Man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. And listen, there's pickpockets everywhere.
Yeah.
I got
everywhere, bro.
I got pickpocketed on my 13th birthday at roller disco.
At roller disco, don't worry about France. France is nothing. Okay?
Yeah.
Enjoy your trip, by the way, if you go.
But anyway, for now, the country is Ireland. For now, until I travel, experience cultures, and
you were saying the
like
States,
that.
yeah?
Yeah,
Why the States?
Okay, I think you can assume why the States. My girlfriend lives there, right? We plan to move to Portland, Portland, Oregon together. Small, like, you know, out of the way, basically the equivalent of living in, like, Cork. Or, like, no, Cork's a bit too big of a city, but I don't want to say, like, Roscommon, because that's too small. Like, you know, a quiet place. And then I want to travel all across America. I'd like to stay in Oregon. Well, honestly, I don't really care where I stay. At all. I'd like somewhere affordable, so I'm not staying in Ireland. Ireland's too expensive for me, so I have to go somewhere else. But I'd like to go all across America because there's so many different people that I want to meet that I've met online. Yeah. Like Grayson or Zad, he's Canadian, or Scythe. Me and him are supposed to meet up in Atlanta, Georgia, and do, you know, Atlanta, Georgia things. You know, go get some gambling and a lot of fun. A lot of fun with it too.
Things, yeah.
And I also really want to go to Egypt.
Yeah, me too. Hey, yo, what? I was just thinking of Egypt, you know.
I want to go to Egypt because my best friend of 6 years, Saad, lives there. And I want to congratulate him personally on just being very successful at life. He's doing a lot better than I am at the moment. He's a Egyptian to English translator. Professionally for, like, companies and stuff.
That's big.
Yes,
God damn, my boy be making bad peas still.
Yes, sir.
That's big.
Okay, I think it's been a lengthy chat. Any of you boys want to say something? Shall we sing them a song? I don't know. By the way, this podcast was so unprepared. I just woke up today. I said I have to do something, so I just did the podcast.
I wasn't even supposed to be here.
That's how unprepared we were. But
do you have any closing statements? Any catchphrases? Any words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom for the young ones and
for the youngins,
for the people out there. Yeah, come on, Miracle, spit them bars.
I'm just gonna say, be yourself. Don't be afraid to show your weird side. Don't be afraid to show emotions. If you feel something, tell it to someone. If someone's disrespecting you, call them out on it, and then they will never disrespect you again. They might, but they know not to do it to your face. You get me? So
yeah, makes sense. Okay, guys, this has been CYL Podcast. Once again, I'm so sorry that I didn't prepare structure. Next time it'll be more structured.
It's more entertaining though. is very entertaining.
Yo.
A lot more banter.
Miracle, do you want to tell us what we talked about? Because I feel like you have a more better memory than me.
We talked about grinding. Not that kind of grind, just making P, pushing P.
Pushing P, yeah.
We talked about family. We talked a little bit about music and the artistic side of Ireland. Big ups to Cello. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah.
Love and respect.
Thanks to my boy Zenadine over here.
Yo, that's gonna be confusing because I was introduced as Keith at the start and now I'm Zena.
Zenadine.
Zenadine and Keith, they're like Goku. I mean Frieza. I don't know. Sorry.
We're like Naruto and Kurama.
Yeah, they're like Naruto and Kurama. They're
Gogeta.
the same thing.
Same person, different vibe.
Same person, different personas. So, bro, do you want to give them a shout out to your...
Well, I will say, based on everything I've been talking about in this episode, it just kind of opened my eyes a little bit, and I feel like it's a message that should be passed on to everyone else. Always make sure that you appreciate the people in your life, because even though it might not seem like it at the time, they'll have an immense impact on you as a person in the future. And it's just good to respect everything that's affected you in life, especially the people who helped and supported you.
That was some real shit. That was some real shit, honestly.
That was deep.
For me, this has been great. I really appreciate having you guys. It's been a pleasure, honor. I hope that you guys really enjoy. This has been CYL Podcast. Challenge your limits. Don't limit your challenges. And I hope that you guys actually do try to challenge your limits and don't let people limit your challenges. Right. Enjoy.